So what energies are we stepping into during this Lionsgate season? That's when the portal is at its peak. The Lionsgate portal, I believe, opens around the 28th of July and peaks on the 8th of August. I don't know what time, but it peaks right on the 8th of August, and then slowly it will begin to fade over the following week till about the 12th, I believe. So I am doing a reading. This is going to be slightly longer than the usual one, the quick ones that I do, or the short ones. These are the Wisdom of the Dragons. I've said that completely wrong. It is I'm just going to call it the Wisdom of the Dragons. I love these cards. They're so colourful. They already have one. Oh, that's a nice one. I'll show you that one in a minute. So please, can we have some guidance for the collective, those people that are watching this video, about the energies that we are, or they are stepping into, what we're stepping into, and, you know, some guidance on moving forward with that and using those energies to the best advantage. Oh gosh, they're all flipping everywhere. That one. I have several different decks of cards out here, but these are very, very chatty and they really want to come out. Oh, okay. And that one. Let's have those. Is that the amount that we need? I'm having just shifting things around on my desktop here so I can get them all in. No, you two want to come out. Good grief. I don't think these have ever been that chatty. We need one more. That one. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's have a look then and see what the guidance is for these cards. This is the Wisdom of the Dragons, or the Oracle of the Dragons. I've completely forgotten what it is actually called, but it's along those lines. So let's see. We have... Oh, we've got a great spread. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. This was the first one that came out. This one flipped out before I'd finished shuffling and asking the question, because the question was already in my mind. It just hadn't come out my mouth. So this is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so if you are worrying about money, and let's face it, a lot of people are, what I'm going to say to you is that it is within your grasp to actually create money. Be creative to create money. I can't seem to say it any other way. I feel like there's things that you can do that will bring money to you. I think that's probably a better way to say it. But this is about you making money and creating money. It is also about you storing it up, and no, that's not the right word. It's not storing up. It's about you having, I'm going to say, a collection of money. That would be like a bank account with money in. So this is what it is that you are doing, is looking at the 8 of Pentacles. There are different ways that you have, whether you realize it or not, where you can create money, where you can make it so that money can come to you. Okay, so basically, if you sit at home and you sit in your chair and you do absolutely nothing and you take no actions, you're not really giving money a chance or a reason to come to you. With this one, what I'm seeing is you have ways here to give money a reason to come to you. In other words, you can create something that people may want. It may be that you, okay, it's slightly different. You have a clear out in your cupboard. So you put your items up for sale. There are various different sites for that. So you are giving money away to get to you. Do you see what I mean? And I can hear the yeah but Helen. And you know, whilst I understand some of the yeah buts, my answer would be yeah, but you can. Give it a go. You don't know until you do. That's what I'm going to say to you. I feel like there's a bit of a tower moment here. Now, a lot of people are afraid of the tower. They think, oh my God, and sometimes it can be very dramatic. A tower is when things break down, allowing space for new to come up. So it depends how you look at it, but it is it is quite a good thing, actually, to be fair. It's a bit like taking the weeds out of your garden. So what I'm going to say to you here is you need to de-weed a little bit out of the, I'm going to say your life, out of how things are going for you. De-weed so that you allow room for new things to come in. Now that may be that you need to literally do a big declutter, or do a declutter. Think about the spaces in your home where you feel comfortable, the spaces in your home where you, without even realizing it, you don't go into very often. Maybe you feel uncomfortable, maybe you don't like it there. Well, let's change that so that you do. It's all bringing in different energy, which again allows money to come in. You know, it's all connected one to the other. Okay, but don't be afraid. Oops, because that's just slipped right out my hand. Don't be afraid of the tower moment, because look, can you see in the background? It's dark, but the sun is coming up. So we need things to change to be able to bring about new. Does that make space? See, I can't even get my words out at the moment. Sense was what I was going to say. The 9 of Wands here, and I feel with this card, this is you sticking to your guns. This is you sticking your ground, standing up for yourself, putting your all your wands in the ground and going, no, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do. I am standing up for myself. There I go, you know. And it may be a thing for some people. It feels like a bit of a moral thing for some people. I kind of feel like it's somebody standing their moral high ground here and, you know, sticking up for themselves and going, no, enough is enough. I'm not taking that attitude, I'm not taking that behaviour, that treatment anymore. That's it, job done. You know, you've pushed it too far. That's kind of what I feel with this. But equally, it is basically standing up for yourself and sticking your ground and saying no. And there's a way of doing that, and then there's a way of doing that. You know, you can do that and get all angry, and we would call it bolshy. What I mean by that is sort of aggro and fighty and defensive. That's probably not going to quite get you where you want to be. Or you can do it with calmness, with focus and clarity, so that it's not, I want to say, it's not giving the other side, whatever the other side may be. I was going to say space to start an argument. So this needs to be with calm, with clarity, with compassion, I want to say, for the other side. They need to feel that they've been understood, whatever it may be. I don't know what it may be, but there's a feeling of needing to be understood here. Both parties need to be understood, or if there's 3 in it, they all need to be understood. I hope that bit makes sense. Now, if I go back up to the top, and just let me slide them across so I can get them out. Oh, right, this is interesting. We have judgment here. We have judgment. So this is, if you can see, look, it is two dragons fighting over a baby dragon. That's like, oh, was it King Solomon that had to, with the 2 women that said the baby was theirs? And he said, well, let's, the legend goes, we'll cut the baby in half then, because he knew that the true mother would never allow that to happen, harm to come to her baby. And the one that said, no, it's all right, let her have it, actually was the true mother. This kind of feels like there's a choice to be made, and there's almost like 2 sides to the story, or 2 arguing over one thing, whatever it may be. But this is also, I want to say, this is also a second chance. This is a chance here to make a fresh start, to start new, I don't know why I want to say be on a creative side as well. Maybe something that's creative, but judgment is happening, and it is going to be fair and balanced as well while we are talking about that one. And this one is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, that's the 4 of Pentacles. That is a little bit of a balance here with coins, with your money. Hold on to some, and allow the others room to breathe. I don't want to say be frivolous with money, because I would never say that to anybody anyway. Don't be frivolous, but don't hold on to it too tightly, because you need to allow money room to breathe, to be able to go out and flow back in again. And what we actually like is when it flows back in, it brings more with it than what it did when it flew out. I hope that makes sense. It does sound really weird as it's coming out my mouth, but it could also be, if you're looking at all the colour here, it reminds me of a sunrise. Okay, so you are allowing room to come in. You know, be vigilant with your money, obviously, but don't sit and scrutinise it all the time, 24 hours a day. Know where it is. It's like the analogy I'm given here is, it's like you've got 4 children. You keep the youngest, the baby, close, and you keep an eye on all the others. You allow them room to go and play. You allow them room to breathe, but you know where they are, you know what they're doing, and you're keeping an eye on them. You can act if you need to. That's the analogy I'm being given with that one. That's a really strange one. A very strange things happening at this moment, I do find. The next one we have underneath the 4 of Pentacles and the Judgment, on the Judgment column, is the 4 of Cups. Can you see here the 4 of Cups? You are looking at something else, not necessarily everything that you've got. You're looking at something that's being given you. Maybe this is an opportunity, but see how it fits in with the other cups that you have. It may be something completely different. And if that feels right for you, that's absolutely fantastic. But don't get too distracted in one thing when there are other things already here. Okay, and just remember with cups are always about emotions and feelings. So if you've been given cups, you can fill it with what you want. Okay, so if you choose to fill your cup with happiness, with joy, with love, with all the good things, positivity, laughter, fun, all of those things, then fill them up. But equally on the flip side of that, if you, and I don't know why you would, choose to fill it with sadness, with anger, with depression, with all those low energies, then you can also do that. Isn't that interesting? And just check that you know, the cups that you've got, what are they full of? What do you mainly feel? Do you mainly feel optimistic? Do you mainly feel joy? Do you notice the joy around you? Notice all of those things. Do you notice the good things? Or are you one of those people that's always great today, and or even the tone of your voice sinks down an octave or two, you know, and it's harder and it's lower and your shoulders hunch over? Is it like that? If it's like that, just stop for a second, look up and see something, one thing that is beautiful, that is pretty, that you go, oh, isn't that nice? That's why I've got my sunflowers here. Look, somebody brought me those yesterday. Isn't that nice? A client came in and said, I've brought these for you. How beautiful are they? Sunflowers. You can't help but smile when you see sunflowers. So if you need uplifting, then just look at my sunflowers. They are there for you to look at and enjoy too. But just remember, you can fill these with whatever you want. But it does look like there could be an option coming in. There could be an opportunity, that was the word I was looking for, an opportunity coming in for you that may help with your moods or change the way you feel about something. Interesting card. Let's go up here. So this is the other one. Oh, look at this beautiful card. Page of Wands. Look at him in all his glory. This is a young person. You can tell by the dragon, it's a young dragon, setting fire to all that imagination, that creativity, that I'm going to say wanderlust here. I also feel like he's sort of oh, where can I go next? Because there's mountains in the background. It tends to make me feel about travel as well. I tend to feel like I've got a bit of an itchy feet here. We always used to say that when somebody's, I really want to go travelling. I really want to go and see a few different things and move around and see a bit more of the world. But there's definitely new ideas. He's bringing new ideas coming in. If you look here, right at the side here, you can see it's either smoke. Now I saw that as lightning originally, so it's either clouds or smoke, but whatever it is, it's coming in. So he's bringing in a new dimension of ideas and creativity and thoughts and feelings and all of those things. But there is that also that, oh, I'd like to go traveling, I'd like to go and see so-and-so, I'd like to maybe go on a holiday, but looking further afield with that. And it may be that there's a fantastic idea that you think, actually, I could take this a long way. I could take it further afield than just my local area. Maybe I need to spread this further and take it further for other people to utilize or take advantage of or take part in, whatever it may be. Oh, look at this. Love this one. This is actually, just realized, this was actually sitting next to the Four of Pentacles. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning with money, a new foundation, a more solid, oh, I've got it. Oh, I love it when that happens. A more solid foundation, and it's directly underneath this one. So the new ideas, the new creativity, the new energies that are coming in will also create, from the Page of Wands, will also help to create a new, I'm going to say a new income or a new way of bringing income in for yourself. But of course, as always, you need to take an action. If you don't take an action, then nothing's going to change. So, you know, use these as inspiration to take an action. And the final, this is lovely. The final card is the Knight of Cups. Taking action. Oh, I've got it. Taking action on those creative ideas that really excite you, that really fill your cup with whatever it is that you want. Now, personally, I would always choose things like joy, fulfillment, happiness, that lost in your head moments where you just lose yourself because you're just so into what you're doing. Your mind stops, you're just creating whatever it is that you're doing, and you know what, you finish and you go, oh, I really enjoyed that, full of peace. So those two actually do go together. Take an action. The Knight of Cups is taking action on here, on this one, which is the creating something new or creating something. It may be something you've done before, but you're just gonna have another go. You're just gonna create some more, but in a different way. And you know, there may be here a chance to monetize that in some way. I have no idea what that would be, but I feel like there may be a chance to monetize this creativity, bringing in a whole lot of new energy and new, I was going to say satisfaction here, but it's the Knight of Cups, and that's being very dynamic, doing things that actually fulfill you, that fill your cups, or your big cup full of whatever it is that you need to bring about that sense of peace, that sense of fulfillment, that sense of satisfaction, of joy, all of the good stuff. I hope that makes sense. So let's just, no, we want to go on to these ones. Okay, so let's get a bit of clarity then. Or what do we need clarity on? Oh, let's have some clarity on the Tower, because we've actually, oh, I've dropped a card now. Oh my God, I couldn't make that up. This is the other one. This is Justice. Justice has just fallen out for the Tower, because I wanted some clarity on Tower. And I find the Rider-Waite cards are really good at giving me clarity or more information on what it is that I've got in front of me. So this is about the Tower. This is justice being served. So I don't know if anybody has a legal matter, an argument ongoing, or some sort of boundary issue, I was just about to say, going on, but this is justice being served. Now, justice is that fairness, is that balance. It's scales are balanced, a fair, not response could be the word, I suppose, a fair, fair judgment on what's being discussed, what's in dispute. That's the word I want to say. What else have you got for the Tower? What other clarification can you give us for the Tower, please? What other clarification do we need for the Tower? That one. Oh, God, again, you can't make this one up. The Ace of Swords, the truth will come out. So what's happening here is the Justice, the sitting in judgment, if you like, bringing justice about, or bringing justice about, will actually bring the truth out. Whatever the truth may be, the truth will come. This is a new start with the truth. Okay, and I feel like we need a few more cards here. Oh, wishes and dreams coming true. Be careful what you wish for, because right now in this powerful energies of the Lionsgate and all the other energies of the new moon starting to come into, and all that stuff, and that's actually going on. Be careful what you wish for, and be careful how you wish, because, you know, right now is absolutely the most powerful manifesting energies that we've been in for a long time. So wishes and dreams coming true. Oh no, not those. We need this one. Let's have one from the Moon Oracle card, seeing as it is Lionsgate. It all kind of seems to tie into me, which is why I think we should have a moon card. So let's just have a card to wrap up with, and for the people watching this video, what can we have? What do you need to tell us? Oh, okay. I think there's a couple of cards there that just literally flew out, as you saw. So, oh, okay. Can't really make this one up either. I say that a lot, don't I? But you can't. So, oh, actually, we've got three. Okay. So, the first one, it's time to release negative energy, which is what the cards have been talking about, is, you know, choosing what goes in your cups. Tower moment, things coming down, things that no longer serve you well. You may have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and eventually it'll come down anyway. And now is the time for things to come down, to break, time to release that negative energy. And just remember, whatever it is, it may be, do you know what? Ask yourself, is it my fault? And I can guarantee you it probably isn't, because quite often we carry fault, we carry guilt, we carry emotions for other people that actually aren't ours. So ask yourself, is this really mine to carry? A lot of the time I'm guessing that it won't be. Okay, that's that one. The next one that came out is expect powerful change. Again, that goes with the Tower. Expect powerful change. This is a new moon eclipse, which is actually what we've got. Actually, it's a solar eclipse, but it's still an eclipse. We've got a new moon and a solar eclipse on the 12th with a meteor shower and the closing of the Lionsgate. Very powerful energies. So expect powerful changes. When the Tower comes down, there's powerful changes. And finally, to end it all, bring love into the situation. When you let go with love, when you let go with respect, and compassion, that was the other word I was looking for, and compassion, then good changes will follow. I hope that makes sense to you. It does feel like it's a lot going on. Let's just see one more. Do I want those? No, I want to know what's at the bottom of this one. Oh, okay, there we go. What's at the bottom of the pack, underlining it all, is adjustments are required. Look, that's at the bottom of the pack. Adjustments are required to make changes. Give a little, you know, when judgment is made, when justice is done, there is a little bit of give and take required here. Okay, so I hope that all makes sense to you. Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? What's actually going on? And if you really enjoy what you're seeing, what you're hearing, then please just give me a like. If you'd like to follow or subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'd love to have you join. I am working on building up a lovely community of like-minded souls, is what I keep saying, like-minded people of that intuitive side. I love the intuition side. If you follow your intuition, I find it never ever steers me wrong. You know, when I get that what I call a brolly moment, where I'm just about to walk out the door and a picture of a brolly flops into my head and I go, no, look at the sky and go, no, it'll be fine. And halfway home, the heavens open and I get soaked. Yeah, that's my brolly moment. So when those things pop into my head, I go, oh, okay, I'll go and fetch my brolly. Brilliant sunshine, I'll go and fetch my brolly. And sure enough, later on, we have a cloud burst and off it goes. So anyway, if you would like to see more, then please just like, share, follow, subscribe, whatever, so that you know when the next ones are coming out. I am working on getting back into a better routine. My household has been a little bit topsy-turvy for the last few months, which has kind of knocked me sideways a little bit. So yeah, we'll be putting in some new videos as we go along. Take care, thoroughly enjoy Lionsgate, and please take advantage of the energies and manifest what you want, not what you don't want. Manifest what you want. Focus on what you want rather than what's wrong or what you don't want. Focus on what you want. Well, actually, I want my life to be calmer, to be more peaceful, and you know, I'd like a job that's like X, Y, and Z, that brings me fulfillment, that brings me peace, that I look forward to going to every day. Those are the things you focus on. Anyway, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care.